guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Unaccommodating,
Okay.
featuring young M.A.
I know this song. I actually like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I believe this was both of our first introduction to young M.A. We didn't know if it was a girl. We couldn't.
No,
Yeah.
I thought young M.A., just the way her voice is, I thought she was a guy.
Yeah. She's good though.
Yeah, because I kept making references to he, and you're like, it's not a he. And I'm like, it's not?
Yeah.
She sounds like Snoop from The
So
Wire.
so so what's doubly confusing is her first bars are talking about like bitches. So it's like, oh, so she has a voice that could sound like a guy, but she's also a lesbian. So you know what I mean? She's talking about women, so it's like, oh, okay, I gotta adjust to the voice, and then obviously the fact that she likes chicks, you know what I mean? So it's like
She's just
confusing.
literally like Snoop from The Wire.
She does remind me of Snoop.
Minus the murders,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I would assume.
So yes, this is track number 2 off of Music to Be Murdered By.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about it in particular? Or you just remember I like
I
that
don't
song?
remember the words, but she's like, oh, I'm not going to say it. But I know at one point Eminem goes like, come on, accommodating. That's it. And
Yeah.
then I remember Snoop, her name's not Snoop. I remember young M.A.'s part, but I don't know the
What she
words. I can
says.
sing it in my head, but it just sounds like gibberish, when you saying something in your head and you don't know the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't sing it for you, but I know the song.
Yeah. No, it's a good one. So we'll do what we always do. We'll listen, we'll break it down, all that.
Yeah. And for those of you wondering why we've been like so infrequent with our uploads and like kind of missing in action, we've got something in the works and we'll let you know about it soon. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Do
And
that.
we are sponsored by Carnivore Snacks. Carnivore Snacks is one of my favorite meat snacks ever. This is their lamb sliders. All of their sliders are my favorite, absolute favorite. This one just has grass-fed lamb and Redmond real salt in it, minimal ingredients, really amazing product. And it's like eating a meat potato chip. It's absolutely delicious, and I highly, highly recommend trying it if you haven't yet. You can use our coupon code with Smith for 15% off your order, and the link is in the description below. We are also sponsored by Chomps, which is my other favorite meat snack and my absolute favorite beef jerky. This is their original beef stick, which is amazing. Every single flavor has like minimal calories, minimal ingredients, and my favorite flavor is that gray one right there. Well, right there. It's the venison salt and pepper stick. It's so good. They're all so soft and moist and really delicious, and you should really check it out if you haven't tried them before. Oh, no, it's repeating. The only one I've never tried, there's 2 I've never tried. It's the sea salt beef stick and go a little more. Oh, the taco beef stick and the habanero beef stick. I've tried every other one.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. But my definite favorite is the salt and pepper venison.
Yeah, they are good.
But I really want to try the taco one now. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
I want to try it. But yeah, you can use our coupon code with Smith for 10% off your order and an additional 10% off subscriptions. We are also sponsored by SeatGeek, which is a great website to get tickets for literally anything, like for a concert, sporting event, comedian, anything at all. You can get a ticket for it there. We've used them, and all of our sponsors actually, before we were sponsored by them, and absolutely love them all. And you can use our coupon code with Smith for $20 off your first purchase with SeatGeek, and the link is in the description below. Also, check out our Amazon storefront, which is also in the description below. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media channels if you want to. That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Unaccommodating, featuring young M.A.
Oh, this what we doing? I like that bitch, I like the wobble wobble. Shake it, break it, break it. Nigga, we made it, they hate it. Pro professional, pure persistent, I'm paper chasing. I hate complaining, I hate it waiting, I'll pay for patience. But I hate to pay a bill. And I made a meal without a major deal. Yeah, her ass fake, but she came for real. Money ain't a thing, that ain't a thing for real. ain't nothing, sweetie, this is no Quavo. Man, I just get high and let my hoes lay low. I just want some face, but this is no face show. Do right and kill everybody, Drake mode. Bitch, I'm tryna eat, I'll take your plate mode. Disrespect the life and I'm in gang mode. You can leave this earth, bitch, I'm in rake mode. I'm in cake mode, I'm in brave mode. What up, Marshall? I'm a Martian, I'm in Wayne mode. Neck wet, big drip, I'm in rain mode. 8 niggas, 8 hitters, take 8 souls. Collect pesos, and I'm paid, so self-made goals. When the pain leaves, where does the pain go? Tip of the backwood is where the flame goes. To the skies where my brain goes. Same pack, same fiend, selling the same clothes. Pinocchio and my pistol, they got the same nose. Me and my niggas gotta eat, we share the same stove. Case closed, bodies in my lane, bitch, lane closed.
She's really good.
She's so good. I honestly don't know if I know any other songs by her, but she's incredible on this.
No, I don't think so. At least not for me.
I'm annoyed these lyrics don't have her little ad libs. They're like perfect.
Oh.
Like when she does the Quavo line, she goes Migos. It's really fun. So yeah, she comes in.
She says Migos.
Yeah, so she goes. There's nothing.
Quavo's in Migos,
There's nothing,
right?
sweetie.
Yeah.
This is no Quavo, sweetie.
Who's Sweetie?
It was his
Saweetie?
girlfriend. Yeah, so
Okay.
So, but then she does an ad lib saying Migo. It's funny. So yeah, she starts off saying, "I like a bitch that wobble wobble, shake it, break it. We made it. They hate it. Pro professional, pure persistent. I'm paper chasing."
So it's like kind of self-explanatory.
It is. She's really good. Her flow. So it's like
Yeah.
so the rhymes she's writing is cool. She's got like style, like a swag, right? And then
Yeah.
like so at the end of this little bit here, the alliteration, the pro professional, pure persistent, paper. You know what I mean? It's really like really good. So
Yeah.
she likes chicks. She's straight up
Yeah.
saying that. We made it. They're hating. Professional, getting money, all that. But so much of it is how she's delivering it. It's like so good.
Yeah.
Then she continues, I hate complaining. I hated waiting. I'll pay for patience, but I hate to pay a bill, and I made a mill without a major deal. So she hates complaining and waiting. She'll pay for patience. That's very funny. That's like you're paying for patience, like
It's like not that can't be done.
yeah. And but then on the heels of that she'd pay for patience. I hate to pay a bill.
Yeah.
So I mean, who does? And then made a mill without a major deal. So that's interesting. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, that's a good line too.
Yeah. That reminds me of the
Yes.
Drake line. What song is that? Why am I blanking?
Isn't it I Want This Forever?
It might be Forever.
'Cause yeah,
What is the line? Why?
I don't know.
It reminded
I
me
know
of
what
that.
you're talking
I know. It
about.
reminded me of that line and then just went out of my head where he said, without a deal, labels, no, not labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. That's not the one
No.
I'm thinking of. Or
Um,
is it Best I Ever Had?
it
No.
might be that.
Or is it Forever? Let me know
I
what
don't
line I'm thinking of. It was just in my head and I just
I'm
forgot it.
probably thinking of it too, because I'm like not into rap like you guys are, and I thought of it.
Yeah.
So you guys are thinking it. I know you are.
Oh my God, I'm blanking. I'm so annoyed right now. Whatever. I'll
Doesn't
figure it.
he say without a record deal?
Yes, he says something to that effect. Labels want my
Like
name.
sold something without a record deal.
Who would have thought of countrywide tour would be the outcome? I did it. Everybody got a deal. I
I
did it
did it
with the
without
album. But
one.
I still don't think that's the line I'm thinking of. Maybe it is. Whatever. All right. So she made $1 million without a major record deal, which
Yeah,
is
no, I
impressive.
think that is literally what
Is that the
I'm
one I'm
thinking
thinking
of,
of?
because that's what I thought of.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's another one. Whatever. Then she says, yeah, her ass fake, but she came for real. So that's a funny line. So I guess she
Yeah.
has the girl has ass
Like a
implants.
BBL.
Yeah. Is that actually so I thought that was just a lift.
Well, how do
The-
you think they lift it?
Well, I thought they like literally lift it and then like sew it. I didn't know they're inserting anything.
They're filling, so you can get like actual implants, but they're usually removing fat from one area and filling your butt with it.
Also, they just called a lift because
Because the places that they fill it, it lifts it up.
I thought they just took like your saggy ass and then like pushed
Just
everything
like
up and
taped your ass up.
like sewed it kind of like surgically kept it up there. I didn't
I
realize.
mean, I guess you could do that if you have I mean, I
But
don't,
if you want a bigger ass, just get the stuff in
the
it, the
BBL.
fat or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, her ass is fake, but she came for real. So fake, real.
Because then you also get liposuction out of it.
Yeah,
It's like a
true.
2-for-1. It's
Yes.
expensive though.
Okay, so then her ass fake, but she came for real. Money ain't a thing. That ain't a thing for real. So that's an interesting line.
Well, whenever someone says that, they're saying like I can spend it. It doesn't matter. Like it's not a thing.
Yes. So do you interpret her line saying that the phrase money ain't a thing isn't for real?
Uh-huh.
Or because I think that's what she's saying. Or
Like
is it
money anything in quotes, that
yes,
thing
that
for
ain't a thing
real.
for real? Or is it money ain't a thing, money ain't for real? Do you know what I
Like
mean?
she's either emphasizing what she just said or
Yes.
saying that the quote money ain't a thing.
Yes.
So
Which
she's
I
either
think she
saying
is.
money is definitely a thing.
Yes, I think it is. I think that's what she's saying.
Well, because she's also saying her ass fake, but she came for real. Money ain't a thing. That
That
ain't a
ain't a
thing
thing
for
for
real.
real.
I mean, it bought her fake, the girl's fake ass.
Yeah, so it's
So
interesting. So there's actually a line in Eminem's verse that I have a similar hang up on that I'm like, which way does he mean this? So we'll
if
see.
she's saying I hate to pay a bill, someone saying I hate to pay a bill wouldn't say money ain't a thing. So I think you're right.
That she's when
I
she
think
says
it should be in quotes, money ain't a thing,
and
that ain't
then
a thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that quote isn't for real.
Because
Yeah.
someone who says I hate paying bills wouldn't then all of a sudden say, yeah, money ain't a thing. Like
Yeah.
clearly is.
Okay. Oh wait, so she continues it. That's right. She says it's the broke lingo. So saying money ain't a thing is broke lingo. Interesting. So now I'm thinking about this.
Well,
Anything that anything for real. It's broke lingo.
okay, so you know those people who are like, oh, like money doesn't matter. It's not all about money. Well, the
Oh,
people who say it's not all about money
I think
usually don't have much money.
I think you're right.
The people with a ton of money may also say something like that, but like they know
There's no
that
annotation.
it's important.
I have the lyrics on my phone, like I usually pull them up in case we need them. There's no annotations on this, so
Well,
nobody
then
said
I think
anything.
we're saying the first
So
things.
yeah, I think it is. And she's saying, only broke people say money isn't a thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so then we're looking at the
Because Jay-Z and Jermaine Dupri had a song called Money Ain't a Thing.
which means that they can just spend
Ben,
it.
exactly.
But people will say, oh, money and a thing, like it doesn't matter. Like, you know, there are more important things, family, friends,
They don't
love,
have money.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Although that's kind of the opposite. Because like Kanye has that line where he says, um
Or she's talking about the people who pretend like money ain't a thing. Like they've got maybe like a 60K salary, but they're driving like a
yes,
$60,000
I think
Mercedes.
you might be right about that.
So it's like you the people who act like money ain't a thing are the ones who are really poor, like who are like decked out in like Gucci head to toe, and they're not a rapper. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly. So, well, that made me think of the Kanye line where he says, having money isn't everything, not having it is. So, meaning like if you have money, money isn't a big deal, but if you
It's
don't
not
have
like the be
money,
all end all, but when you
but
don't have it, it
it
is.
is, yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, well, that's we just went
Oh
off a
my
long
god.
tangent, but I think yes,
Well, we're
she's
trying to
saying
figure out what she really means
yes.
here.
And then she said, okay, it's broke lingo, and no, ain't nothing sweetie. This is no Quavo. So she does the Migo ad lib that I was talking about there. So sweetie, I don't know if they're still dating, but she was dating Quavo
So
from the
she says, and
Migos.
no ain't nothing, sweetie. So she's saying no.
So it's a play on her name. She's saying
Yeah.
nothing sweet. You know what I mean? Like this isn't sweet. This isn't fake. You can't fuck with this. I'm not soft.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like I'm not
Okay.
sweet. So there ain't nothing sweetie. This is no Quavo. So it's a play on I'm not sweet. There's nothing sweet over here. So you could take sweet as like sweet meaning like soft, right?
Yeah.
Or sweet as like like sugar coated and like do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But whatever. She's doing a play on that. Nothing sweet over here, and this is no Quavo. And then she does Migos. And then she says, "Man, I just get high, let my hose lay low."
So it's like a double entendre.
Yeah, so I get high, let my hose lay low. So high
Yeah,
low.
like either like your hose, you get high and your hose are chilling, or like they're like
Yeah,
low.
smoking. Yeah. I just want some face, but this is no facial. So I don't know if she's talking. So I don't know if this is double entendre. So,
Well, if a guy says that, what do you think?
well, no. So she's talking about head. She
Yeah,
definitely means that. But I don't know if,
because that's what hose lay low means.
of course, but I don't know if the face is like a money thing, like faces, like dead presidents. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that could be it too.
That because that's why she says, but this is no facial. I don't know if she means because she's a lesbian. This is no facial. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or if she means I want some face, but I'm not talking about the sex act. I'm talking about I want face, green face. Do you know what I mean?
that could be it too.
I'm not sure exactly. And then this is a very underrated bar. Do right and kill everybody. Drake mode.
Because that's
The
Drake,
acronym DRAKE.
AKE.
Do right and
Does
kill
he ever
everybody.
say that?
I feel like he's had to have. If he hasn't, he's a fucking loser. Because it's right there.
He might
Oh
have.
wait, no. He does have a song where he says, "Do right and kill everybody." Or I thought it was no, "Do right and kill everything." I think he says
That's
something
what
like
I
that.
thought. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, she did take that from him. Do right and kill everything. Yeah. Okay. Then she continues, "Bitch, I'm trying to eat. Take your plate
Eat
mode. I'm trying to
out.
eat out. Take your plate mode." Okay, so that's a double entendre. So the lesbian,
Yeah.
but
Like
also
take your plate. Choose me like your vagine.
yes, but take your plate like, if you're saying like you're
Yeah,
eating, you're
like
trying to get
get money.
money,
Like I'm gonna
stuff,
take your
whatever,
money.
I'm gonna take your shit, take your plate. Disrespect your life. Disrespect your life, and I'm in gang mode. Is
So
it?
like kill you.
No, but your life? Does she say your life? Disrespect that life, and I'm in gang mode. Yeah, not disrespect your life, because that doesn't make sense.
Well, I would think if someone were to disrespect your life, they would kill you, right?
But she's saying disrespect your life and I'm in gang mode, meaning like if you disrespect your own life, she's gonna kill you. No, but it's disrespect that life and I'm in gang mode. So I take this as you could disrespect,
Disrespect the fact that she's a lesbian.
well, yes. So that life, I mean, yes. So there's actually a few ways I interpret the that life. So yes, the lesbian part, disrespect meaning my life, like that life, meaning
Yeah, like just anything
my
about
life the
what
way
she
I live.
does at all. Yeah.
Or because she says that I'm in gang mode, maybe the gang life. Disrespect that life and I'm in gang mode. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, she's saying whatever.
It's
If
also the
you,
getting money.
yes, so if you
Just
disrespect
like
what
kind of
she's doing,
everything. Yeah.
she's in gang mode.
So like it disrespects her.
Yes. So you can leave this earth, bitch, I'm in rake mode.
So leaves and like a rake.
So I told you a story about this.
I know. Catch it the first time. I'm not
Eminem
gonna lie.
Eminem has an interview with I think it's Crooked High. He did an interview after this album came out, and they were talking about bars, and he said he was watching. It might have been I think it was reaction videos, and he's like everybody keeps. He was like everybody was tripping over this line, and I was like, what? I don't get it. And he's like, oh fuck! So it's hysterical that Eminem, as brilliant as he is,
On the song.
it's his song. He didn't catch the bar that
It is hard to catch. It's very, very, very clever because we listen to the song and you're like, there's a bar in here and I want to see if you can catch it. So it's like, okay. So I'm listening and I'm listening. And the only one where I was just like iffy about it, I was like, I don't know. It was that line. So I kept thinking about it and kept thinking about it and kept thinking about it. And I couldn't figure it out. You
yeah.
had to tell me.
So we didn't we actually we're talking like obnoxious because if people don't know what we're talking about, they have no clue what we're referencing. So
Oh,
she says you can leave this earth, bitch, I'm in rake mode. So like leave like
like a
Leaf,
leaf.
Leaf, like leaf, and then
Yeah.
leave. So you can so she's going in gang mode, she's gonna kill you, you're gonna leave the earth, right? But then leaf, rake, you rake up leaves.
Yeah.
But then the time with earth,
Yeah.
rake, earth, leaves, that's like, you know what I mean?
Because if you leave the earth, like you're like raking up leaves off of the earth.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like such a good fucking line, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. Um, then she says, I'm in cake mode. I'm in brave mode. So she's getting money. She's brave. She continues. What up, Marshall? I'm a Martian. I'm in Wayne mode. So that's cool.
Because Lil Wayne, he always says he's a Martian or an alien.
Yes.
Usually a Martian.
Yeah. So talking about that. Neck wet, big drip. I'm in rain mode. That's a
So
sick.
saying like her outfit's awesome.
So that's crazy scheme though. So neck wet, ice, right?
Yeah,
Big drip. So drip is like the
your
clothing.
outfit.
I'm in rain mode. So wet, drip, and then rain, like raindrop, drip.
She's thinking she's got like an awesome
Yeah.
whole thing going on.
Yeah, it's so sick. Um, 8 dudes, 8 hitters, take 8 souls. So that's cool. So she's got 8 dudes
Who will
that
kill
are,
8 people.
yeah, they're hitmen and they'll kill 8 people. It's sick. Collect pesos
She
and
gets money.
I'm paid so
That's a good one.
and I'm paid so self-made goals. When the pain leaves, where does the pain go? That's such a interesting, that's like a philosophical question. I know it's just a bar, but like, where does it go? Like, you feel it and then you're not feeling it anymore. Where is it? Do you know what I mean? It's like such a weird thing.
I I don't
It's an
know.
interesting line. But yeah, so when the pain leaves, where does the pain go? Then she says, tip of the backwood is where the flame goes. So smoking blunts. The sky is where my brain goes.
That's funny because I feel like that's something you would say when you were high.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
where
exactly.
does the pain go?
Exactly.
Like you're in like an existential crisis for like 10 minutes,
Well, it's like
staring at the microwave.
it's like where does your soul go when you die? You know what I mean? And then even like they say energy can't be destroyed.
It can't.
So like when you die, that energy in your, you know what I mean? It's like so weird.
It just transforms into something else.
Yeah.
Then there's like the however many grams, that whole thing. Like it once
The
you
Will Smith
die,
movie, I think it's 21 or 21
something
grams,
like
something like
that.
that.
Like once you die, that's how many grams lighter your body becomes
So it's actually
immediately.
bullshit. It's not true, but
It's not.
yeah, it's not actually true.
Don't say that.
I know, I thought it was too. It's
It's
not
a
true.
nice little thought
They
to
thought
have.
like so there's a movie I believe with the title. I think Will Smith is in it. Oh no, he's on 21 pounds. I'm thinking of something. I'm confusing two different
It's a
movies.
book.
There was a theory that when you die, your soul leaves your body, and they could actually weigh from when you're the second before you die and then after you die. There's like a few gram difference, and people were saying this is your soul leaving your body, and it can be measured. Apparently, that's bullshit. So, but whatever. So yeah, tip of the backwood is where the flame goes. So she's smoking blunts. To the sky is where my brain goes. So she's getting high, right, because of
Because of the
the
weed.
flame. But she's her brain's heading to this. Like she's like,
Which goes along with the other, like, leave this earth
yeah,
line from before.
yes. Her head's in the clouds, but she's also like kind of aiming high. Same pack, same fiend, selling the same clothes. So
Clothes?
selling is that? I think that is the line.
What does that mean? Because I don't think she's selling clothes.
No. So it is.
She
So
sells
same
clothes.
pack, same fiend, selling the same clothes.
Like
So
selling the same story, like
so
still
it's
doing the same
so it
stuff.
says she's saying so the pack drug, same fiend, same addict, selling the same clothes. I think so you could take this a few ways. So one, you could see the fiend selling their clothes for drugs, right? It could be so there used to be code names for drugs. Like let me get 20 white t-shirts, let me get 20. I don't know if you remember that. There was like
Yeah, of course I
yeah,
do.
so
Or like nicknames like Heather
yeah,
or
so but
Haley.
t-shirts was a big one. That was like a unanimous, at least in New York. That was like
I only
t-shirts
ever
were a code.
experienced CDs.
Yeah, so same pack, same feed, selling the same clothes. So you could interpret that a few ways. That the fiend selling the clothes, right, for drugs, or the clothes represent, something else, or she has a clothing store.
I don't think she is a clothing store,
Me
but I
either.
think you're right. And she might be referring like to how does she sell drugs? Is that what she's trying to
Yeah,
say
she's
here?
saying, yeah,
So
same
yeah,
pack,
she's
same
saying I
feed.
still sell drugs. I still to the same people who still try and sell me the same nonsense just to buy the drugs.
Could be.
But also she could just be saying like selling the same clothes and you're like, oh, I'm still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like how people are saying like, oh, you're the same shit, different day. Like
Yeah.
I guess that could be like an expression. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We're 25 minutes in
I
and,
know
and
it's
we still
really
have
bad.
two Eminem verses. All right.
This is gonna be a really long video.
Yeah, it's going to be like an hour. All right. So,
Sorry.
and then she goes, Pinocchio and my pistol. They got the same nose,
So what
an
she's trying to say is got
extension.
a silencer.
Yeah. Yeah. An extender, usually a silencer. Me and my dudes gotta eat. We share the same stove. So
Like crack.
yeah, so we gotta eat, so we share the same stove. So stove where you cook, that goes with the
Like
eat, and then
eating and then
cooking
also
up
like
crack,
crack.
freebase, whatever. Case closed. Bodies in my lane, bitch. Lane closed. So she closed down the lane. It's her lane, right?
Yeah.
And she's killing everybody in it. All right. So let me see. Yeah, fuck, we're gonna have to split up Eminem's verses because they're complex. All right, here we go. Let's get through this.
Guys
To
are
the
gonna be
scars
so
where my
mad.
brain goes. Same pack, same fiends. Pinocchio and my pistol, they got the same nose. Me and my niggas gotta eat, we share the same stove. Case closed, bodies in my lane, bitch, lane closed.
Game over, Thanos on you HOs on my petty shit, but I don't paint toes. Get the plunger, cause Marshall and m.a.go plumb crazy, call us liquid plumber, cause even Drano. Beat knocks like a deep detox, you're gonna need 3 spots of police officers, at least to come pull me off of it. And I don't stop, please dog, I need y'all to keep talking shit, cause I feed off of it. I am the complete opposite of these retards who spit these weak bars. I'ma leave carnage, east thought I'd be so toxic, it'll block the wind through your esophagus. Stop it, cutting off your oxygen, then I hit them pads like a boxing gym. Better watch for Slim, gonna get the poppin', and when I'm at the top, I get them on top, I'm giving it to anyone who wanna come get it, and I'm not gonna stop. But when they ask me, is the war finished with MGK? Of course it is. I cleanse them of his mortal sins, I'm God and the Lord forgives even the devil worshippers. I'm moving on, but you know your scruples are gone when you're born with Lucifer's horns, and you're from the school of notorious Puba Cuban, the poor righteous teachers tutored my students, showed them all the blueprint and formula. But it seems like the more they study my music, the more they remind me of eyeballs. I'm watching my pupils get cornier, but I'm contemplating yelling bombs away on the game like I'm outside of an Ariana Grande concert waiting. They call me Saddam Hussein, I told Khomeini. Where's Osama been? I've been Laden lately. Look at how I'm behaving. They want me gone away. They want a John Benet. I'm unaccommodating. Man, I don't see why they hate me. I'm a clown.
Okay, we're gonna break this down and then the other one real quick. Man, he's so good.
Didn't people really not like that Ariana Grande line?
Maybe I
Yeah.
think he might have got a little bit of shit off of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he comes in. So it is cool. Her last bar is lane closed, and then Eminem comes in, game over. So it's like, kind of ties
Yeah,
in.
like finishing.
So he says, game over, Thanos on you HOs. Okay, so I don't know if
He's
you.
like a super
So Thanos,
thing.
yes. So Thanos was in the Avengers movie,
Okay.
and that movie was called, I didn't say it, it's called
I-
Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
So game over, Endgame.
Okay.
And Thanos, he literally wiped out half of the world in the movie. I do know that.
Okay.
So and it took all of the Avengers, the superheroes, like all of them, just to take him down. So that's how powerful he was.
Oh, so that's like that's the premise of the movie.
Yes, exactly. On you HOs. So Thanos, as he says, on you hoes. On my petty shit, but I don't paint toes.
Like a pedicure
Yeah, that's so
for you
good.
guys watching, for the 95% male population watching this video.
Yeah, so it's a
Pedicure is when you get your toes painted, like I get like a manicure, but your toes.
so it's a play on PEDI, petty shit,
Yeah.
but petty, so small shit. Get the plunger, cause Marshall and MA go plumb crazy. Call this liquid plumber, cause even Dre know.
Okay, so I get the plunger. What's plum crazy?
It's like an expression, plumb crazy.
He says all
Plum.
these expressions I've never heard of.
Yeah, he does.
I
So
swear there's literally like an idioms book, which is literally just a book of like
sayings,
expressions, and
yeah.
he definitely has that.
Oh, I'm sure. So yeah, get the plunger, cause Marshall and MA go plumb crazy. So you're getting the plunger is like, cause call us liquid plumber, cause even Drano.
Yeah.
So liquid plumber is what they call Drano.
Yeah.
Draino. So it's
Yeah.
a play on Drano, and then DRE
Dre, like
knows
Dr. Dre.
that they go crazy, and then the plunger, Drano, it's like a whole plumbing scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sick. And then the plum crazy
It just
plumber.
sounds like plumber. Yeah. Ow.
Then he continues, beat knocks like a beefed up detox. So that was Dre's album that never came out. It was supposed to.
Oh,
So
okay. I
it's
didn't.
like a Dre beat.
Okay.
You're gonna need three. You're gonna need 3 SWATs, a police officer. Okay, I think these lyrics are slightly wrong here. So he says, You're going to need 3 squads of police officers at least to come pull me off of it, and I don't stop. So he's saying beat knock's like a beefed up detox. You're
And you
going to
won't be
need,
able to get him off the beat. Like
yes,
saying like he's gonna be so on
yes, he's killing it.
that beat.
He's literally killing it. You're going to need all those, yes. Then he says, to pull me off of it, and I don't stop. Please, dog, I need y'all to keep talking shit because I feed off of it.
Okay.
So it's very
Like
true.
that's the fuel for his like best raps is the shit talking.
Yes. Then he says, I am the complete opposite of these retards who spit these weak bars. I'm gonna leave carnage. Each thought'll be so toxic, it'll block the wind through your esophagus. Stop it, cutting off your oxygen, and I hit them pads like a boxing gym. This is such a crazy fucking scheme.
So basically like saying that you won't be able to breathe and he's gonna hit your pet what pads? Like your lungs?
The pads he writes his rhymes on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what? That's funny that you said that because the first time I was like, okay, I get the boxing gym pads. I was like, what pads is he referring
Is he
to?
talking about like the AED?
No, no, no. So
Because like if they're not breathing, like because you call them the
that's
pads.
interesting.
You're like
Yeah.
clear.
No, so he's saying he
You don't
hits the
actually say
because he's
clear.
doing like
Actually, you do.
he was doing like the scheme of like he's on the beat, right? He's attacking the beat and then he's like hitting the pads. He writes down, you know what I mean? He practices like people practice at the gym boxing.
Yeah.
That's how he is with his pen and pad, right? So yeah, he's saying he's the opposite of the weak people. So yeah, I'm gonna leave carnage. Each thought will be so toxic, it'll block the wind to your esophagus. So if there's something toxic, you can't breathe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it'll block the wind through your esophagus, cutting off your oxygen. It's so sick. I love that. So it's
But I
obviously a
still
scheme.
think the pads like comes in there somehow. Like he might be talking about like the AED because if you can't breathe, I mean, they do like a CPR, and if that's not working, they try to use the AED.
Maybe, but the whole scheme is the beat. These are the weak
Yeah.
bars. He's leaving carnage. The pad. You know what I mean? It's all like the rap. His writing raps, but that could be that.
Yeah.
Then he continues. Better watch for Slim. Better get to poppin' when I'm at. Better get to pop. So is these
Get to
lyrics?
poppin'.
I think he does
Just
say
read it
that.
off your phone.
Yeah. So he says, "Better watch for Slim. Better get to poppin'. And when I'm at the top again, I won't topple. I'm giving it to anyone who want to come and get it, and I'm not going to stop. So better watch for Slim. Better get to poppin'. I'm at the top
Self-explanatory.
again. Yeah, he's at the top. He's not going to come down. Anyone who
Mhm.
wants it can come get it. Okay. Then he says, but when they ask me if the is the war finished with MGK, of course it is. So I referenced this to you. I told you I was listening to this song recently. I cleansed him of his mortal sins. I'm God, and the Lord
Because
forgives.
he's rap god,
Even the devil worshippers.
the rap devil.
I'm moving on, but you know your scruples are gone. Your scruples are gone when you're born with Lucifer's horns. Okay.
So basically insinuating that MGK is born with Lucifer's horns. Because he's the rap
So
devil.
this was my question because the way this is worded, there's a little confusion for me. So yes, is the war finished with MGK? Of course it is. I cleanse him of his mortal sins. Like you said, Eminem did rap God. When MGK came after him, he did rap devil, right? So he says, I'm God and the Lord forgives. So rap God, blah, blah, blah. And he says, even the devil worshippers. So God forgives even devil worshippers. And MGK, he did the rap devil. Then he says, I'm moving on, but you know your scruples are gone when you're born with Lucifer's horns and you're from the school of notorious Puba Cube and the poor righteous teachers. So do you see where my confusion comes in here about who is actually the one born with Lucifer's horns?
So, I mean, it sounds like Eminem's talking about himself, but it doesn't really make sense because he called himself rap god, and God does not have horns, but
And
the devil has horns. But
so he says, you know your scruples are gone when you're born with Lucifer's horns.
what are scruples again? Please don't call me stupid. I know like the term like unscrupulous, but like what is
So scruples
scruples?
is like your so like if I were to say like you have scruples, it means like you know what's right and wrong, and you're gonna do, you're
So like
conscious of
saying
like
like someone, yeah, because like
morality.
saying someone's unscrupulous, that's like
Yeah, your scruples are
not a
gone.
good thing,
Your
right?
scruples are gone when you're born with Lucifer's horn. So
Yeah.
you have, your morality's fucked if he's saying, right? He says, I'm moving on, but your scruples are gone when you're born with Lucifer's horns. And then it bleeds into, and you're from the school. So, okay. I don't know if he's saying, so actually, this does get confusing because then he's saying that
Oh wait, no, yeah. So he's saying that even to MGK
he's
that
saying,
he's from the school of notorious Puba Cube, and the poor righteous teachers tutored my students, MGK, showed them all the blueprint and formula, but it seems like the more they study my music, the more they remind me of eyeballs. Go more. More?
I know, I watch my pupils get cornea.
Yeah. So like he's saying MGK is his pupil.
But
He's saying
he's
like you studied from this school because that's Eminem's school, right? So you're studying from Eminem's school. He's obviously MGK is obsessed with him. So like we all know he's obviously studying Eminem's rapping skills and whatnot. So he's saying that like you're even like one of my students, but like you don't even know what you're doing,
but
basically.
that's what I'm saying. It's weird to me that he's saying MGK is from the school of Notorious and Pooh, but like the fact that
Because
he would even say that. No, it's weird.
because we can't deny that he didn't technically like study under
I
him,
get what you're
so
saying.
to speak,
So
because he was obsessed with him and he's a
Eminem,
rapper now. So he obviously takes his lessons from everything he hears Eminem rapping
and then Eminem
about.
learned it from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you're from the school of Notorious, Pooba, Cube, and the poor righteous teachers tutored my students, showed them all the blueprint and formula. But it seems like the more they studied my music, the more they remind me of eyeballs. I'm watching my pupils get cornea. Okay, so yeah, when he's saying I'm from the school of Notorious B.I.G., is it Grand Pooba? Let's see. Yeah, Grand Pooba, Ice Cube, the poor righteous teachers. Tutored my students, showed them all the blueprint and formula. So he does obviously the poor righteous
It's
teachers, which is
basically
a
a way
group
of
name.
saying like these are the people who also like Eminem, who like MGK's listened to their music too,
So Mike,
which like most people who like rap have listened to their
so,
music.
so I just find it weird that Eminem would even give that much credit to MGK, saying that he studied them. That's why it strikes me as odd.
If
Obviously,
anything,
Eminem is a student of all of them, right?
and he's a proper student of all of them. If anything, he's literally saying, you've had the greatest teachers and you still don't know what you're doing. Like, that's pretty embarrassing because it's easy to be like, oh,
I
I'm a
don't,
bad rapper, but I just don't know how to rap.
but I find it.
Like,
But my point is, I don't even think it sounds weird to me that Eminem would even imply that MGK studied them.
well, he studied them inadvertently by
Studying
obviously
Eminem.
studying Eminem.
Yeah, so whatever. He does a play, what either way. We're taking way too long on this. It's my fault. But he says the poor righteous teacher, so that's the group, right? And then he does tutored. So teachers tutored my students. So he does a school scheme there. Show them all the blueprint and formula. But it seems that the more they study the music, the more they remind me of eyeballs. I'm watching my pupils get cornier. So pupils, so his disciples, and then cornier, meaning they're whack, but the eyeball references, the pupil and the cornea. And then he says, but I'm contemplating yelling bombs away on the game like I'm outside of an Ariana Grande concert waiting. So,
For those of you who don't know, but if you know this song, you probably know there was like a shooter outside of
a
Ariana
bomb.
Grande's concert.
It was a
It was
bomb.
a bomb?
Yeah,
Thought it was a shooter.
that was a bomb. It went off.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I
That's why he
clearly
says,
don't know what happened
well,
either.
that's why he's saying I'm yelling bombs away on the
Yeah,
game.
but I mean, you could say that and then start shooting people. I don't know.
Nah, it was literally a bomb that went off.
It like killed people, right?
Yeah, it was like outside of it, but yeah. Well, actually, he does say
Yeah.
outside.
She was like traumatized from that for like a really long time.
Yeah. So he's saying he's yelling bombs away on the game, so he's dropping bomb on hip hop. And then he equates it to the Ariana Grande concert. And then he says, here comes Saddam Hussein, Ayatollah Khomeini. Where's Osama bin? I've been Laden lately. So I know what he does here, but it kind of bothers me. So
Laden?
he's doing a play on Laden. So Saddam Hussein was the leader of Iraq, Ayatollah
Yes.
Khomeini, Iran, Osama Bin Laden, which obviously Al Qaeda, but he does a play on. He says, "I've been Laden lately," so Osama bin Laden. But what he's
Yeah, like it's a
changing the
cool
way
tie-in, but I don't know what that
it's
means.
laden. Like if you're laden with something, you're like weighed
You're like
down.
hiding.
You have like if you could say like, oh, he's laden with troubles. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're bearing down, like you have a lot. If you're laden, you have like a bunch of something,
Like
usually
weighing on you.
usually holding you down. But yeah, if you're laden, you could be laden with ammo. You know what I mean? Like which is what that's the tie-in that he's doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like he has a lot of
Yeah.
ammo, bars, whatever it is.
Okay.
Then he says, "Look at how I'm behaving. They want me gone away. They want to John Benet me. I'm unaccommodating."
John Benet. I mean, if you know Eminem, you should know who John Benet is. He references her a few times, but she's the little girl who was a pageant girl, like the toddlers and tiaras type thing. She was one of those back in like 95, something
Something
like
like
that. She was murdered and then it was framed to look like a kidnapping, and then she was found in the basement
that. Yeah, it
of
was
her
weird.
house. There was an imprint of the ransom note on a pad from the kitchen.
Yeah,
All very, 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 very suspicious. A lot of people think it was the family.
yeah. So, oh yeah, and by the way, it says not here comes. He says they call me Saddam Hussein, Ayatollah Khomeini. So
Oh,
that's an
okay.
important
That
note
makes a lot
because
more sense.
he does yelling bombs away at the Ariana Grande concert, right? So he's a terrorist there.
Oh,
These are all,
right.
terroristic leaders or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Look at how I'm behaving. They want me gone away." So he's saying he's bad, right? They want to John Benet me. They want to disappear and kill me. I'm unaccommodating. So I'm not accommodating
No, he's
people's
not going to
feelings
do
or
what they
needs.
want,
I'm going to do what I want.
which is good.
All right, let's finish this out. This
Yeah,
is
this
so
is going to
long.
be our longest video in a while.
Yeah.
There's a lot to
And I don't see why they
say.
hate me. I'm a clown like John Wayne Gacy. They call me Kanye crazy. Ape shit Beyonce Jay-Z. And I'm back with Andre baby. And the doctor's operating. But he never put no scrubs on from Snoop Kid out the shady. Shady like a shadow or your silhouette. Intellect better check and see why you fit upset. Cause I met your bitch on the internet. Now I'm getting head like a pillow pet. That bimbo can put her lips all the way around his bone and then blow. Like a dusty cartridge from an old Nintendo. Those were the days, but I bet you I'm never gonna be broke again, no. I don't smoke, but I got paper to be blunt. I'm rolling Indo. And I keep it 1,0,0,0. Real, real, real. Murder, murder, murder. Kill, kill, kill. Nigga played it 22-22. Bitch, shut the fuck up, I'll shoot you too. Ain't shit I won't do just to get a few YouTube views. Run up in church like pew, pew, pew. Cause that's what I do. But even to the untrained human eye, we ain't the same, you and I. Somebody should have explained to you why. For you to go against me is simply insane, you will die. That's why they call me kamikaze. It's plain suicide. Yeah, but I know magic, and here go my last trick. I'm about to say abracadabra and pull a bee rabbit up out of my hat. I'm about to relapse, and I bet you that you won't know how to react. But a look at disgust, I don't doubt to be that as I begin to fucking devour the track and you backpedal. That is a cowardly act like a Saudi attack when the towers collapse. They call me Saddam Hussein, Ayatollah Khomeini. Where's Osama bin? I've been Laden lately. Look at how I'm behaving. They want me gone away. They want to John Benet me. I'm unaccommodating.
Did you notice the auto-tuned ad-libs he was doing at the very end?
I think
It was
so.
very funny. It was very subtle. I don't know if I ever noticed that before. Okay, so comes in, second verse. He says, "Man, I don't see why they hate me. I'm a clown like John Wayne Gacy." So this is a very tongue-in-cheek, it's a funny line. He's like,
Yeah, because John Wayne Gacy was a serial killer, one of my favorites. And
yeah,
he would dress up like a clown. He was actually like very much loved in his area
yeah,
and would be a clown, not just to kill people, but like he would dress up like clowns for like events and stuff. Like people would hire him.
yeah. So that bard's like very funny on. I mean, I guess it's obvious if you know who John Wayne Gacy is, but he's like, "I don't know why they hate me. I'm just a clown, right? I'm just a clown." But then, like John Wayne Gacy, that's very funny.
Yeah, he would kill young men that he hired to work
Yeah,
on
he
his
got caught
home.
when they found they found like dozens of bodies under his porch. Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
Then he says they call me Kanye crazy, ape shit, Beyonce, Jay-Z. So that's a sick fucking bar there. So they call me Kanye crazy. So that's self-explanatory. Everybody calls Kanye crazy. And then ape shit. So ape shit's another name for being
being
crazy.
crazy.
But Jay-Z and Beyonce had the song ape shit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and then Jay-Z and Kanye obviously had the tie-in Rockefeller Records. So it's a cool little scheme that he does there.
And yeah, I wouldn't have picked that up. I'm not like in the beehive or whatever you
Yeah,
call it.
they did an album together. I don't know if you remember that a few years ago. Let me see if they have the name of it. Um Oh, it was featuring the Migos. Everything is Love. That was the name of the album.
Okay.
And then he says, and I'm back with Andre Baby, Dr. Dre, and the doctor's operating, Dr. Dre, but he never put no scrubs on from Snoop K. Dot to Shady. So it's a cool scheme he does there. So he's operating, but he never put no scrubs on.
You like
So,
what you wear.
right. And then he says from Snoop K. Dot, Kendrick Lamar to Shady. So he never put on anybody that was whack. He
Oh,
put
because like
on Snoop.
scrub. Okay.
Yeah, he put on Snoop Dogg,
That's a good line.
Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem. Yeah, it's sick. Operating scrubs. I like that. And then he says, shady, like a shadow, or your silhouette. So I like that. So shady, shadow, obviously. I'm going to read from here because I don't trust this. Intellect, I better check to see why you feel upset because I met your bitch on the internet. Now I'm getting head like a pillow pet. So that's funny. I'm trying to see why you're upset. It's because I'm with your girl. I'm getting head, pillow pet,
Hmm.
pillows get head.
But
And
it's
then,
like a pillow pet. Do you remember those?
yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Then he says, that bimbo can, so that says Kim. That's not what he says.
Really?
Yeah. He says, that bimbo can put her lips all the way around this bone and then blow like a dusty cartridge from an old Nintendo. So he's still talking about that guy's girlfriend, why he hates
Yeah.
them, that he met on the internet. So she puts her lips around his dick and blows like a dusty cartridge from an old Nintendo, which you have to do. I don't know if you remember. Then he says, those were the days. So referencing how long ago you needed to do that. Those are the days, but I bet you I'm never going to be broke again. No. So he was broke back when he was blowing into his Nintendo cartridges, but he's never going to be broke again. Okay, this is a crazy scheme he does here. I'll never be broke again. No. I don't smoke, but I got paper. To be blunt, I'm rolling in dough.
It's a really good line.
There's so many things here. So it's obviously a play on money and weed.
Yeah.
So the weed one is I don't smoke, but I got paper, like rolling papers, blunt, rolling, Indo. So like Indo is another name for weed. And then
Yeah.
I don't smoke, but I got money. To be blunt, I'm rolling in dough, in money. It's
Hmm.
so crazy. Then he says, and I keep it 1,000,000. I believe it's 4 zeros. So he keeps it
One, yeah.
that 10,000.
1,000,000. It's
Four
not really a
zeros.
number.
No, it's supposed to be 1,000,000.
Is that what he says?
No. But no, he does. That's right. He does say I keep it 1,000,000. The comma's in the wrong place
Yeah.
because 4 zeros and one is 10,000.
Yeah.
So instead of I keep it 100 or 1,000, he's saying I keep it 10,000. But he just put the comma in the wrong place. Then he says,
Or he made a new number
could
and
be,
he's like, fuck you guys.
yeah. 000, real, murder, kill. So that's just sick. I love that he does that.
Does 4 zeros, but then keeps it with threes.
Yeah, that's very odd. Murder. I think it's the beat. I think he needed that extra zero for the rhyme. Kill. Nickel plated 2222. So he's obviously. So this reminds me of Cypress Hill. I want to see if there's a reference to that. Oh no, Serial Killer by Method Man and Redman. That's what he's doing a play on the murder, kill. And then nickel plated 2222. So 22
Again.
pistol. That's how he'll murder, kill you. Interesting though. The 22. Jay-Z had a song called 22 twos.
It's a lot of twos.
22 twos. Which was his rhymes. Is it 22? Yeah. So I thought it was a nod to that. I checked the annotation. They didn't say anything. It could be a nod to that Jay-Z song. Um, okay, and then he says, bitch, shut the fuck up before I shoot you too. So going back to the gun. Ain't shit I won't do just to get a few YouTube views. Run up in a church like pew, because that's what I do.
Like
I love
that
this.
church shooter guy.
So yes. So shut up or I'm gonna shoot you with the nickel 22. He'll do anything for YouTube views, which is funny that he's saying that. And he says, run up in the church like pew. So
That guy videotapes himself shooting up church.
So yes, like Eminem saying he'll run, he'll shoot in a church, but pew is the name of the seats in the church.
Yeah.
So
But also like
yeah, running a church like pew pew. It's so funny.
finger gun.
And then he says, "Because that's what I do." So
yeah.
he does that. And then he says, "But even to the untrained human eye, we ain't the same, you and I. Somebody should explain to you why. For you to go against me, it's simply insane. You will die."
It's like completely self-explanatory, but it
Yes,
rhymes really
it
well.
does. That's why they call me kamikaze. It's plain suicide.
So like it's like plane, like complete suicide, but also like an airplane suicide.
Which is literally what a kamikaze is.
Yeah.
Then he says, "Yeah, but I know magic, and here goes my last trick. I'm about to say abracadabra and pull a bee rabbit up out of my hat, and I'm about to relapse, and I bet you that you won't know how to react." So the bar keeps going, but
And like B Rabbit is from 8
8
Mile.
Mile, yes, and then abracadabra magic. This is last trick. He's gonna pull a bee rabbit, so he's like going back to where he was, but B Rabbit also came through. He got through the struggle and then ultimately won. I'm about to relapse, nod to his old music, so he's going back to that.
Okay.
And you're not gonna know how to react. But a look of is that exactly what he says there?
I don't know. I don't know.
That you won't know how to react, but a look of disgust. I don't doubt it'd be that. So he doesn't doubt that when he does what he's gonna do, people are just gonna have a look of disgust.
Okay.
Then he says, as I begin to fucking devour the track and you backpedal, that's a cowardly act, like a Saudi attack when the towers collapsed. So, yeah, devour the track, you backpedal, coward, because he's coming after you, like a Saudi attack when the towers collapse. So,
The Twin Towers.
so first off, the 9/11 ties in with all the other terrorist,
Yeah, from before.
evil acts. And then the Saudis, which for years there was redacted papers in the 9/11 report that the Saudis were actually a bunch of the hijackers were from Saudi Arabia, and the Saudi people in the Saudi government funded 9/11, so that was hidden for a while. But yeah, so people were like, "Why did we go to Afghanistan? Not Saudi Arabia." Whatever. He's referencing that though, and then
Interesting. I never knew that much.
yeah, so there was push under Obama for it to get released. It might have actually ended up getting released under Obama, or was it Trump? But there was redacted in the reports, and we didn't put out. They wouldn't show. There was like 8 pages or 28 pages, and it showed that the ties between the hijackers and Saudi Arabia, who's our ally.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it just does the same course again, and then that's it.
Interesting.
Yes. So
So, yeah, like I said, I know this song. It's really, really, really good. They both did an excellent job. If Eminem's verse wasn't like twice as long and had like twice as many bars because it was twice as long, I would have probably said Young M.A. might have won.
no,
But to be fair, I think it might be a tie, even though like Eminem's was so much longer. Like, I'm sure if
we had
she
good
had
verses.
as much time and as many verses, maybe it would have been a real tie, but he technically did win.
He definitely won, but it's crazy because she was so fucking good, man.
Yeah,
She was incredible, like really, really good.
yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, he raps fast, so he gets in so many more bars.
And he gives himself more
Of
verses.
course, it's his album,
Yeah,
but I do think her verse was longer than either one of his verses.
but still not as long in general. So he had more like chances for good bars than
Yeah,
she did.
he comes in at 126, so he gets almost twice as much time as her. Yeah,
But yeah, it was
it's
really,
great.
really good. It's a really good song.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So definitely check out oh god, SeatGeek,
Carnivore.
Chomps, Carnivore Snacks, Amazon storefront, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you. Bye.
Bye.